Good morning, gun nuts. I'm Nathan, and this is the Reloading Press. Welcome to the Reloaders Network Weekly Recap, where I talk about the videos that I've watched this week that are on the Reloaders Network or affiliated therewith. Guys, if I don't get to your video this week, I do apologize. I will try to get to it here shortly. If it's an important thing that you really think needs to be reviewed or recapped, go ahead and shoot me a email or a message on Slack, and I'll see what I can do. So let's just jump right into it. The Crazy Scotsman and KFW both unbox and or set up and then do an initial view on the Lyman All-American 8 reloading press. I'm really impressed with the general design of this I think it is a finely built press. I'm a little bit questioning on the priming setup, but then again, I am with every press. Whether it's, you know, like this one or any other press, except for some of the progressives, which seems to be built into it. It always seems like it's an afterthought. But other than that, it just seems like a very, very well-built press and something that I think would be a welcome addition in most people's reloading room. New York City Reloader goes over the process of casting some 30 cal 155 grain bullets and some 55 grain 22 223 type 224 bullets, I think is what he said. Lee 6 cavity press. It's always good to watch these videos to kind of see how everybody else how they do their process and how it all works, so that you can determine whether or not you can make changes and maximize your effectiveness in casting. Casting is largely a process of timing and rhythm. So when you watch these videos, realize that when they're actually casting, they're usually going a lot faster. It's just that they have to get into the rhythm, and when you're trying to record, it makes it very difficult to do. I think THOR'S does the best out of anybody I've seen. So go ahead and check Dave's channel out sometime if you want to see somebody who's really actually casting good bullets while they're on camera. I've yet to be able to do it. Loads of bacon powder coats, loads and shoots some 200 grain wad cutter 44 special rounds. He uses them in several different guns, does a little bit of accuracy testing with it. Just looks like a really fun round to shoot. I too am interested in wad cutters. I don't quite know what the allure is, but I definitely have it, so I feel him on that. William C. Chapin takes loads 45 Colt using the Lee Pro 1000. I like this video. It was interesting because I've never really paid much attention to the Lee Pro 1000. It's a 3-station die setup, and I never really paid attention to it, but it seems to work really well. It's a little fiddly like other Lee products, or honestly just anything that's been adapted to do progressive type reloading, but it seems to work much better than some of the other setups like I've seen like that. Johnny's Reloading Bench reviews the Lyman Brass-Smith powder funnel system. I agree with him that I think it would be better suited to actually be caliber specific. That way the bushings fit tightly. But it looks like a decent kit. It looks like something that I wouldn't argue with. I've been using the... Where's mine? Oh. I've been using the Lee powder funnel forever, and I haven't had too much trouble with it. Also keep in mind that the Lyman system seems to be really designed for rifles, so if you're a pistol shooter, which I largely am, it's probably not going to be the best fit for you because it doesn't seem to have the adapters that it comes with don't go up to 40 and 45 and larger calibers. VAUGHN Precision updates us on his channel, where he's been, what's been going on. I guess he's been doing a lot of work out on wildfires lately. And he shows us a Glock 40 and 10mm, which looked like it looked really nice. Like, I liked the look of it. I don't know about, some of the specifics of it, but hopefully he'll kind of do a little bit of more of a review on it. Looked like a nice gun. He's got a lot of projects he's working on, and guys, if you're waiting on him for some work, he's going as fast as he can to get stuff done. So go take a look at that video to see how he's been doing. Coast Brother Firearms shoots 500 yards with a 308 using cast bullets. They got 3 different bullets that they're using, a 200 grain, a 178, and a 165 grain. I think the 165 grain is the only one you actually see them shooting because it's the only one they were having decent results with. I think the other ones were going subsonic before it got out to 500 yards, and that transonic period you can definitely get some problems with bullet flight, and I think that's what they were having. But they really had some good luck. I was surprised with a plain bullet. These aren't powder coated; they're just traditional lubed and sized. I was really surprised at how good the results they were getting on a 12-inch gong at 500 yards. Kentucky Ballistics does a comparison between 338 Lapua and 50 BMG against some watermelons. There's some really cool slow-mo shots, guys. I recommend just looking. It's a fun video. And I was kind of surprised at how I figured that the 50 especially was going to have a lot of over-penetration. It doesn't seem to. So, cool video to check out. Big Al takes us to the range and shoots a little AK and some 6.5 Creedmoor. Both of these rifles are just beautiful. And it kind of shows me or reinforces the quality over quantity when it comes to firearms. I have a tendency to want things that I don't have sometimes too often and not pay enough attention to the things I do have. So Big Al definitely has some beautiful firearms there. Slim Cowboy gives us 5 reasons. Five times. Why his choice to carry is his Model 69 Smith & Wesson 44 mag. Now guys, you can go and give a million reasons why you shouldn't carry this or why you should carry that or why you carry this or why you carry that, whatever. The end result is ultimately, if you are comfortable with the firearm and you are able to carry it in a way that is legal, you're going to have much better success than if you're carrying something that somebody else picked out for you. If you feel that 9mm is a substandard firearm for self-defense, then it's going to affect you. If you feel that 45 ACP is you don't get to carry enough rounds, that's going to affect you. If you feel that a 38 Special 6-shooter is an archaic weapon and is not worth self-defense, that's going to affect you. If you don't feel those things, then it won't. When it comes down to it, I do agree with what Slim Cowboy says and Paul Harrell. Very rarely do you need more than a couple shots, 5, 6 shots. So I'm more of a revolver kind of guy. The simpler the firearm, the better, because I know that while in an emergency case I've proven out to usually be pretty calm-minded, still I like the idea of a revolver for the simplicity, but that's my taste. So you go out, find out what your tastes are, what you like, and then practice like hell with it. That's the big thing, guys. If you're not out practicing with your carry firearm, then you're wrong. Mike Treen unboxes some supplies he's got from Natchez, and congrats on getting your 420 pot, brother. I know a lot of people love them. I was lucky and found an RCBS scratch and dent on Midway, so I got a really good deal on it. So that's been my pot. But I know how nice it is to have a new tool like that. But I'm actually more coveting your set of lead dippers. I really want to get a set of those, and I just, for whatever reason, whenever I go and make an order, I just end up not doing it. I mean, I've got from die sets, I've got a bunch of them, but I don't have the whole set. And there's something about having the whole set that, I don't know, seems neat. Uncle Jim builds a portable, simple, very simple, extraordinarily simple bullet trap using a cardboard box and some pallet wood. And it works. It looks like it would be really good for low volume work, meaning you're going to shoot 5 rounds, 10 rounds maybe at a specific target, and then you move to another one, because once you've shot a board once, it makes a hole, and then the other one goes back through that same hole if you're having good accuracy. So, but he gets really good luck with it. I mean, he shoots 5-round groups and collects everything, and I think even the 44 he shot through it with a 300 grain bullet was still only penetrating 6 to 8 inches. So this looks like it's an option. I've been considering doing a plywood box with maybe, baking powder or baby powder or something in it, some kind of powder that will expand when it hits, but it'll sink right back down and cover up the holes. It's just a matter of trying to figure out how best to keep that plugged up and not leaking out. I don't know. There's a lot of different options, and Uncle Jim, I'm sure, is going to continue to develop this idea into something that's really useful. Eddie B takes out a 410 with some custom rounds made from 45 Colt brass. And hey, it just looks like a hoot, man. Looks like fun. go ahead and check out Eddie B's channel. He's kind of just getting started. A lot of his videos are shorter, so if you don't have a hell of a lot of time to watch videos, Eddie's videos are going to be right in your line. And he seems to really enjoy shooting, and just generally the whole channel seems like a lot of fun. Georgia Boy 44 takes a coppermouth skin and processes it and for display using rubbing alcohol and glycerin. I've never heard of this process, and basically you just put the stuff in a jar, stick your skin in there, and let it soak for a couple days, stirring it up. And it seems to work really well. Really good idea for some reloading room type decor. So, good old Georgia Boy, I like the video, and now I'm considering, you know, I wouldn't mind going rattler hunting. CHICOWIZE changes over his Dillon 650 from 9mm for the 45 ACP. It's his first time doing a caliber change, and he's only adding the dies for decapping. So it's not like he's doing a caliber change with dies that are already set up in a tool head. He's actually having to set up a new tool head a little bit. But he just kind of runs through and does some decapping with some brass he has. And it's kind of an interesting video in talking about how you need to kind of understand and know your dies. Christmas is coming up. I'm a Christmas fan. I'm a huge Christmas fan. And it's September and I'm already talking about Christmas. But there's a reason. The Real COBRA Burnout does a video on the Red Ryder starter kit from Daisy. And this looks like it would be a really cool little kit for any kid. So, idea for Christmas. I know it's a little early, but you know, if you get it done early, then you ain't got to deal with it later. But guys, I appreciate it. I think that's going to do it for the week. So until next week, stay safe, have fun. I'll see you when I see you. Laters.